Hello, people, and welcome to this amazing documentary. Well, not amazing, about Mexican immigration. It actually sucks. But it's okay, because I'm gonna make it great. So, first of all, Mexican immigration, let's get some story. Mexican immigration isn't about, really, Mexican. A wall, Donald Trump's wall, actually. Mexican going through wall, Mexican destroying wall, and Donald Trump crying in the corner. Everyone's dreams. Well, I don't. Oh God, I'm getting a bad grade for doing that. Two, most people imagine it going on like this. Just absolutely, it's not. It's actually the most accurate video that you can actually find. It's not racist. So Mexican immigration started with the Texan Revolution, when Texans, technically Mexicans, started to go from Texas to the U.S. because they didn't want to be part of Mexico. This led of events led to the Mexican-American War. Mexican-American War. What? Okay, there. Led to that, which ended up with America taking over half of Mexico, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. When Americans felt bad and they didn't want to look bad in front of a bunch of people, they decided to give Mexico part of its border back, which led to the border that we have today. So now that's when immigration really started going, as both sides started going to each side, as each side offered something for someone else. And it was like both 50-50 most of the time. Then, after a couple of years, the Mexican Revolution happened, and a lot of Mexican refugees started immigrating to the US. Most people didn't have a problem with it, mostly farmers, because that meant they get more workers to work in a farm. And really for a low budget, because they wanted to stay and make money, not to like harass the farmer to get a higher pay job, like a higher paid. But then it got so bad immigration throughout the whole entire country. The U.S. did the Immigration Act of 1924, which made the number of immigrants go like match to a cap, and then no more could enter. Then the Cristero War happened. If you want to learn more about that, click a link below, and that screwed the whole entire thing up. A couple of years later, the Great Depression happened, and it was a really sad moment in history when the stock market crashed and no one really had jobs. So the need for Mexicans wasn't really needed, and most of them got deported or went back to Mexico. And yeah, that's pretty much all that there is on the Great Depression. Then we go to today's world, the modern era. Most of the immigration happens today because of violence. As people real it's people just want to leave Mexico because there's like a bunch of violence going on between the different cartels thanks to the war on drugs, which was a horrible mistake. And then they have really affected us in a good way by just helping kind of our economy and being like expanding culture. But then some people like Donald Trump over exaggerate, which is not surprising because Donald Trump wants to build a wall, make Mexico pay for it. Well, Mexico doesn't even want the war. Like I know, like I don't know that boy. Like wait, let me put a picture of that boy. That boy would make a way better president, and most people would agree on it. But then Donald Trump is trying to please everyone by just saying stuff that everyone wants to hear. Like some people are working really hard, and then other people, like illegal immigrants, get money from the government, while they just don't even do anything or even try. And those people that work hard have to pay for those immigrants. But then there's worse problems like this little island is having. The little island on the left, yeah, that's my left. The little island on the left is immigrating into the island on the right. The island on the right now has to deal with towns filled with people from the island on the left, when it really is a developing country and can't really afford to take care of people of its own island. And it kind of shows like how worse the situation could be and how people kind of over exaggerate on it. But let's get back to the point. So if we really want to blame anyone for it, let's blame the war on drugs. Let's just point fingers at it, as it has increased the number of cartels, which has increased the drug sold. So, and the more cartels, the more cartel disputes they are, as you can see through this lovely picture. And as we know, cartel plus military equals, wait for it, boom. But most people just want to be safe, so they're going to United States. But I can see the other point too. As I said earlier, people just feel like they're being used as they work really hard, but then have to pay for other people. But like one doesn't just simply judge things, judge like someone else's point of view, because everyone is right in their own way. No one is wrong. Everyone has their own viewpoint, and you can't really change that. And Mexican immigration, illegal immigration as a whole, actually, is just an argument that you can argue about it a whole day and achieve nothing with your life. So let's finish this documentary one of the only ways that I can by listing every single thing that I have done in less than, I don't even know. Wait, yeah, than a minute. So first, Mexican immigration started with I can't English, with the Texas Revolution. Then after the United States gave back some land, immigration started flowing back and forth. Then the Mexican independence happened, and people started immigrating from Mexico because they wanted to be safe from the war. Then the United States released in the Immigration Act of 1924 to keep immigrants at bay. But then it all failed when the Cristero Wars happened, which led to a bunch of illegal immigrants going for safety. After that, the Great Depression deported a bunch of Mexicans because they didn't really have a need for it. Now in the modern world, most people just go for safety, and that's pretty much it. Safety and to be with their families. So, hope you enjoyed this nice little documentary. I know it's probably really bad content, but I tried my best. So, have a nice day. Much love. Bye bye.